and the people that like acting and people that like doing the language arts and making a presentation and making a board to present. And that's really, it's really taking it to the next step. Is we're not just the science geeks. We're not just, we are all-encompassing, welcoming all types of people. This is a competition. It's a sport. We have sportsmanship. We work with other teams, and we're all about just having the competition, but also the politeness and working together, the cooperation.
Now, Mr. Beard, Jerry Brown Lacey has been sitting quietly, and he's been probably certainly one of the key students from our school that's involved in that other level. Why don't you ask him a few things about his involvement, particularly with our partnership with Carmen Ainsworth?
Okay. Jerry, what do you like about robotics?
I love the programming. It's just a fun way to do new and innovative things, and we can learn just about anything from different levels of business, like management, computer engineering, mechanical engineering, animation, computer and graphic design. And so it's not all about science and math. There's different levels of everything. So motivational speaking.
All right, Jerry, you're in 11th grade now. Are you beginning to zero in on a possible career? And has this project, and I don't know the answer to this, has this project assisted you in making that selection?
Yes, it has.
Really? Go ahead.
Before this, I wasn't entirely sure what I wanted to be, but now I want to be a computer programmer for a living.
Wow, excellent.
Just kind of got into it. Just seemed interesting to me.
Yeah. Well, I know your folks have been very diligent, because with the experience of the Carmen Ainsworth program, I think they call them Big Mo.
Yep.
When you use the word Big Mo, that's the cluster of kids. They call themselves Big Mo that work together on this. And your folks drove you regularly to Carmen Ainsworth to work with them in their project there. And I know you didn't you go to Atlanta?
Yes.
Tell us about that and what that competition was about.
The World Championships for First is held in Atlanta, Georgia every year inside the Georgia Dome.
Wow.
And every year we fill up the Georgia Dome every year, so there's a couple 100,000 kids there. And
there's a lunch program for you. Oh my gosh.
There were 8 divisions. In our division, we got 36th place out of about 100 teams.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And that was how we came back. We couldn't win it, but we still had fun.
Oh, absolutely. And the fact that program has now impacted you related to a possible career option, that's absolutely wonderful. Way to go. Thank you very much for your involvement. And Jerry, I know there's one other thing while you're still on the mic. You are working towards an Eagle badge. And I want you to talk a little bit about that, because we certainly commend you. If you're able to obtain that by next July 1st or so, I think you mentioned, you'll be the first ever out of International Academy to receive a Eagle badge, and that's very significant. Talk a little bit about that, please.
Right now, I am trying to get an Eagle project. I'm trying to preferably go through the school for it.
We'd love that.
And it's just about a year and a half to get it done. And I've done just about everything else that I need to do. Once I do that, it'd be pretty easy for me to earn this Eagle badge.
Okay. Well, we talked a little bit prior to the program. We've got a number of community involvement things that you could do. We've got some things, gardening programs, and just a host of stuff, both in the neighborhood and at school as well, that we could involve you in. So we look forward to that. Mr. Beard, any further questions of our young people? We're about to get a telephone call, I think. Has our caller called in? Okay. Well, Mr. Beard, one last question, and we'll put
I just wanted
on.
to mention that another great thing about FIRST is not only does it inspire kids to follow their dreams and to research career paths, but also provides a lot of opportunities for scholarships. And I'm sure Jerry's looking at a few scholarships. I know Kettering offers a few, and a lot of other universities just for people that are involved in robotics. I'm sure there's about $4 million worth of scholarships available in the program. So through people all around, through various companies and whatnot. and different colleges. So I just wanted to mention that.
You know, Mr. Beard, when you mentioned that, I couldn't help but look at the faces of our parents. They just started grinning and nodding. So I got us a hunch that these two young ladies might just be involved with this next year and the subsequent years thereafter. Okay, way to go. Well, Sister Carolyn, and God bless you, I may say, I know you are going to coordinate our caller. And let me hold up a sign right now. We have been blessed by receiving a call in from Stephanie Ramirez, and of course this is planned, so you can, the radio audience may not know that. The TV audience does now. Ms. Ramirez is working at the Flint Youth Theater. They're a great partner. They've helped us. In fact, Valentina, I think you were able to attend a program at Flint Youth Theater not long ago. Didn't we send you a little something over there, Mom? You were kind enough to be there with grandmother. Very good. So we have Ms. Ramirez on the line. Ms. Ramirez, can you hear me?
Yes, hello, Art. Hello, everybody.
Well, thank you. Right now on the screen, we have a little flyer up there, a poster that says, "The voice you hear is Stephanie Ramirez." And we've asked you, if you wouldn't mind, to plug your organization. You do a great job of providing wonderful, wonderful drama experiences for Flint youth, no matter where they're at in Genesee County and beyond, well beyond. Why don't you take a few minutes to just plug your organization, tell us anything you want to do, because you are so rightfully deserving to be able to do that. Take it.
Well, thank you. I'm honored to be on the program, and we really love working with you and the school and the students and the parents, and we really enjoy having you come to our shows. And I want to say to the folks involved with robotics, I have the utmost respect for you. I think it's, you know, a lot of times people think science and the arts don't mix, but it's all about creativity and how you can problem solve and approach things with a creative mind. And I just want to celebrate that. And that's really what we're about at Flint Youth Theater as well. We've been around for 53 years, and I can say as a student who grew up in the program and benefited from that creative problem solving, team building, self-confidence building, that it's a great program, and it's only getting better. We're in the Flint Cultural Center. Many people know the big giant dome of Longway Planetarium. We're right next door to that, and we're also right across the street from the Whiting. So we have a great place in the city of Flint. We are so proud to be there, and we're proud to serve, as you mentioned, the kids in the city, the kids in the county, and even beyond. And what we do is we have performances, productions that we fully stage, and then we also have our drama school classes. So we work with youth and adults in varying ways. Our production, in fact, we have one coming up, and we hope the kids can come and see that. Art, hopefully you'll be able to bring some of them.
Yes, ma'am. I promise you.
We have the Andersonville trial, and that is about a Civil War trial that occurred, of course, just after the Civil War ended. And it's a true story, and it's very riveting. And we're recommending it for ages 10 and up. And it has a great historical connection, but it also has relevance to today. And asking the question of, would you be willing to do the right thing even if your boss or your bosses tell you to do the wrong thing? You know, when do you stand up and take personal responsibility? So it's a very intense courtroom drama and has real-life players in it, people who, you know, were living during that time. And the neat thing about what we do in our productions, it's in February from the 12th to the 27th.
Okay.
And what you will see when you come to see the show is a mix of people. You'll see our resident artists, who are people we have on staff, actors. And you'll also see guest artists who we pay to come in and perform. They're professionals and they're adults.